What up, everybody? Today, of course, is Wednesday on PT. This is called the PT Showbiz Top 5. This is where I go from 5, go all the way down to number 1. And I told you guys, if you leave a comment, I'm going to shout you out. Now, I can't shout out everybody, but there's a few people that I do want to shout out. Let me shout out Celeste. Celeste, I do apologize. You are so right. When did Meek Mills date Lori Harvey? I thought they dated, but girl, you know, I make mistakes. So shout out to you. Thank you, Celeste. And I want to send a shout out to Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan, for making a comment yesterday, as well as Diana Griffin, okay? And there's a few more other people that I'll get you next time. But thank you guys for leaving a comment. Now, make sure you leave a comment. I'll give you a shout out, okay? All right, guys, it was a great show yesterday. Let me tell you guys, I don't know if you noticed or not, but my commercials are going through just like that. You know why? Because I'm now using YouTube Music. I'm not cussing like I want to, and I'm trying to keep it clean. I want my channel to be a very, very successful channel, so I got to do what I got to do. All right, here we go. All right. Now, listen, guys, this entertainment news today is crazy, but we're going to get right to it. Number 5 today, congratulations to Dababy. We'll talk about that. And number 4 today, Cam Newton said, I ain't taking no shot, and they said, we got a trick for you. And, of course, Soulja Boy said he wants to fight Kanye West. Of course, number 2, 2 LGBTQ Texas pageant promoters died back to back. I got to tell you this story. It is absolutely crazy. All right, of course, number 1, RKELLY was accused. He had a 17-year-old said he was abused, and this RKELLY stuff, y'all know this trial is going on right now. We got to get into it. And I got some great news to report to you guys. This is about the rapper Dababy. All right, so short picture of Dababy. Well, Dababy met with 9 HIV awareness organizations, and he is apologizing for his comments. I think this is awesome. And it's not this. Listen, for all those out there that say, "Oh, he's just so weak," N-I-G-G-E. No, he's not weak. He's not weak. He needed to be educated. And first of all, I don't feel like this should be an apology just to the LGBTQ community. This apology should be for all people who live with HIV. Don't just put, excuse me, don't just put the LGBT community in with HIV, because it affects everybody. So they said they didn't want to call him out. They wanted to call him in. And he met with 9 groups to discuss the HIV and people who share their personal stories and folks who are living with the virus. Now, the organization did send him a letter earlier this month to call him in again instead of calling him out. And they just want to have a thoughtful conversation with the young man. And I think this is so good because, you know, he had those very homophobic remarks on stage about gay people living with HIV, and oh God, I mean, and then he tried to come back again and attempted to say he was sorry, but then it came out wrong, and so on and so on. So I am so glad that he ended up meeting with the Southern AIDS Coalition. We're glad that he is learning and growing from this experience, you know. Listen, I think that if Eazy-E was around, he would be probably saying, man, no, you need to be educated, brother. This could happen to anybody. So yeah, he met with all these organizations, Black AIDS Institute, GLAD, Positive Women Network, and Transclusive Groups. So I'm so glad, you know, they canceled him on a lot of things. I don't know if that had anything to do with him apologizing, or, you know, they canceled him from several appearances. But now he did make a surprise appearance with Kanye West's latest Donda, which everybody's saying is a flop. And a lot of people are saying we need to cancel Kanye West because they said, why should we let Chrisette Michele make it? And all she did was sung at the inauguration. This was years ago. But then Kanye wore Trump hats, and but I think at the end of all this, Kanye decided he wasn't really going to be no Trump supporter. So kudos to Dababy. I am so glad that he did what I think he should have did a long time ago. Sometimes it takes time, but kudos to him. Now I may listen to his music. Let's move on. So many people don't want to get this COVID shot. Well, if you guys don't know who Cam Newton is, he played for the New England Patriots. Put it up here. Y'all ain't know, I ain't into all this sports stuff, child. But anyway, now, according to my sources, he was let go not just because he did not want to get the COVID vaccine, but because, last year, 2020, they missed the whole NFL playoffs for the first time since 2008. And they replaced him with a guy named Jones, some Jones guy. And they replaced him, and because they said not only did he not want to get the COVID shot, but he didn't do too well last year on the team. So it was a combination of things that, that didn't happen. So a lot of people are saying they would like for Cam to be signed with the Cowboys, to be Dak Prescott's, primary backup. I think that Cam will be great for the team, but they said, but I would do anything to put Prescott in. They wouldn't do anything to put Prescott in jeopardy. Now, Cam is not vaccinated, even though the slight chance of him causing Prescott to miss a game is a bridge too far. So listen, man, this COVID stuff has really, some people want to take the shot. Some people don't want to take the shot. Oh, man, I tell you. Well, listen, they got some new Texas laws. They go into effect today. The one Texas law that goes into effect today, you do not have to have a license to carry a gun. Nope. But you can't have a criminal background though. But you do not have to have a license to carry a gun. The other law is that they got out is about abortion laws, which they've already started that late last night. They was refusing people if there's any type of heartbeat. We have this new law about churches, like if the COVID gets really, really out of hand and they decide to close down, they can't close the churches in Texas. There's a few other ones. You can look it up, but I tell you, listen, everybody have their own opinions. But listen, when you are working for somebody and they have their rules, you either got to go by the rules or keep it moving. So I don't know. I was thinking that all the NFL football teams require you to get a COVID shot. Who knows? I don't know. Let's move on. Let's talk about Soulja Boy. Now, last night I talked about Soulja Boy. He was, slamming Kanye West because he felt like that Kanye. Here's a picture of Soulja Boy. And I have a video to show you once again. He said that Kanye, wasted his time. So now he wants to fight. He wants to fight Kanye West. Let's watch this video and we'll come back.
Were you just upset when you said you were about to KO him? I was like, oh damn, this guy said he was gonna knock him out.
That's just me having a little fun, you know what I'm saying? We ain't tripping, man. Unless Kanye want to get in the boxing ring, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, it's better.
I think we make 100, 200 million, you know what I'm saying?
That's a better matchup than Aaron Carter.
Kanye, let's get in the boxing ring.
Let's square this, yeah. I mean, look.
We handled it, you know what I'm saying? You left me out the album. We got a hit about that, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, Soulja Boy is a mess, child. He just trying to get some stuff stirred up. He trying to stay relevant. Child, you gonna tag Kanye into it on Twitter and stuff and tag him. That's so messy when you tag somebody and stuff. But I just think it's all talk. But then again, I don't know, bro. I don't think he want Kanye, honey. Kanye is from Chicago. Not that means anything, but Soulja Boy, and he from California somewhere. Everybody thinks the one state is worse than the other, better than. Don't mess with me. I'm from Chicago. Don't mess with me. I'm from Texas. Don't mess with me. I'm from the east side. I'm from the west side. Child, whatever. I've seen people from both sides get their asses towed up. This one guy, one time, it was on YouTube. He was talking all this trash. I'm from the Bronx and da-da-da-da-da. He was in front of a QT in Atlanta. He was talking all that trash. That boy went over there and he cold cocked him one good time and knocked him in the floor. And all he was doing was shaking. But you was from the east side. Or the Bronx or whatever you was from. So all that don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. All right, we're going to move on, guys. This is some sad news to report. And I'm going to show you pictures. And I'm going to give you guys, tell you guys what happened. Now, I want to talk about these two gentlemen because they were very legendary guys. Gentlemen here in Texas. Their names were Jerry Bird and Jerry Bird was the owner of Miss Gay US of A, which is a pageant, which is it's a huge pageant, and of course Craig Henderson owned Miss Gay Texas US of A, which is a huge pageant as well. In order for you to go to Miss Gay US of A, you had to qualify. One of the pageants was Miss Gay. One of the bigger pageants that take you there was, of course, Miss Gay Texas US of A. Now again, the owner of Miss Gay Texas US of A, of course, was Craig Henderson. Here's his picture right here. And here's a picture of Jerry Bird. You're not going to believe this. One died one day and one died the next, right by each other. And these guys have been in business for over 30 plus years. They've had pageants. The Miss Gay US of A pageant is huge. It's held every year in Dallas, Texas for the last umpteen years. I know at least over 40 years. And of course, the Miss Gay Texas US of A pageant, which is a prelim to the large pageant, has been in existence that long as well. But I just had to share this with you guys and let you know they died back to back. They were best of friends too. And they died. One died one day and one died the next. Not to mention, y'all, yesterday I had two people to die that I knew yesterday. One guy died, we don't know what he died from. One guy died from an overdose, and another guy died from, I think he had back surgery, and he was doing well, and he was talking on Facebook, and next thing you know, he was dead. So I had, this month alone, I've had at least 15 people who died that I've known. Sad. But you need to go and check out, I'm going to do my best to put the links to the Miss Gay US of A pageantry system and the Miss Gay Texas US of A pageantry system. And the reason why I say US of A is because I was told, I'm not for sure if this is true, but it's alleged that Donald Trump told them they have to change the name and can't use Miss Gay US of A, Miss Gay USA, because, there is a Miss USA. But my thing is, if it's not gay, why would you care, But there could be a rumor, I don't know. But they do call it Miss Gay US of A. Now, Miss Gay US of A is a pageantry system for trans women or men who dress in drag. Either one can win the pageant. Now, they also have Miss Gay America, which is only for men who have silicone from the neck up. So you can have your cheeks done, you can have your lips done, you can have everything done except from the neck down. That's the pageantry system that I used to run when I did pageant. The America system, who's owned by Norma Christie. And Norma Christie was the first Miss Gay. I'll try to put a male picture and a drag picture up of Norma Christie. And I believe Miss Gay America started in the early 70s. Oh yeah. And I believe Miss Gay America was the first gay pageantry system that came around as far as that's still around to this day. They're both big, huge pageants, and they have Miss Gay America every year. I believe they have it in Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, maybe Chicago, whatever. I think it's in Memphis. And then they also have Miss Gay Continental, and Continental is for the ones who are really, 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 who live their life as, So, all right, so I just want to share that with you guys. So rest in peace, Jerry Bird. And rest in peace, Craig Henderson. I mean, back to back, man, that's just absolutely crazy. And they just had the pageant. What pageant did they just have? They just had Miss Gay US of A this week. They just had it this week. And of course, he wasn't there. The guy who owns Miss Gay US of A, he wasn't actually there. No, that was Miss Gay Texas. Yeah, not Miss US of A is in May. Yeah. So they just had Miss Gay Texas, and and he died. So and his friend died the next day. Royalty. The LGBTQ community, especially in Houston, where they were from, are gonna really miss them. So rest in peace, Craig, and rest in peace, of course, Jerry Bird. All right, let's move on. Today, guys, I'm going to give you guys a Hump Wednesday bonus today, okay? Let's talk about R. Kelly. Here's R. Kelly. As you guys know, the trial is going on. It's so much coming out about R. Kelly. I mean, the 44-year-old, I forgot how old R. Kelly was, but all these things are coming out about him. I've heard rumors back in the past that R. Kelly was bisexual, allegedly, and he liked men too as well. Well, here is the latest, according to the Jasmine brand. Now, they're saying that this guy who refers himself as Lewis is the first male to accuse R. Kelly of sexual abuse. Excuse me. Now, he's claiming that R. Kelly met him in 2006 while he worked at a McDonald's. He was only 17 years old. He said he claims that when his grooming began, he said the article points out that R. Kelly slipped him his phone number one night at the Chicago McDonald's, and then later on, the teen attended a party at R. Kelly's home with his parents, though he was urged to go along afterward. Now, Lewis then alleged that once he met with the singer at his home, they hung out in the garage, where he said he had a boxing ring, and with R. Kelly, they began boxing and hanging out. So now Lewis claims that R. Kelly said he asked him what is he willing to do for music. Then he claimed that he allegedly performed oral sex on R. Kelly, and the article also says that Kelly snapped his fingers and a woman appeared underneath the boxing ring and she performed sexual acts on the boy. Man. Now, more information, y'all, is coming about this R. Kelly stuff, man. I tell you, they said the man allegedly had a woman hidden under a boxing ring at his house and was ready to perform sexual acts on him, according to the testimony from the first male. Man, I tell you, y'all, I don't know. He said it was uncomfortable. He said she crawled over to him and began performing oral sex on both R. Kelly and him. And the court heard all of this. The jury heard all of this. The guy took the stand. Man. He said that R. Kelly, had a sex dungeon in his house at this point. And I tell you, y'all, R. Kelly is facing 10 years in prison or life in prison. Do I believe it? I do. I believe everything that they're saying about R. Kelly. I really do, y'all. I know a man is proven innocent until he's proven innocent until proven guilty. But I just believe anybody who sleeps with a young girl such as Aaliyah, allegedly, you'll do anything. And you have a lot of bisexual men that'll mess with a man and a woman at the same time, and some women get off to that. Let's move on. Let's talk about something crazy I need to talk about. Show a picture of Trick Daddy. I wonder why we call him Trick Daddy. Okay, y'all, here's the latest. And I know if y'all ain't heard about this, y'all must be living up on the rock. Well, honey, Trick Daddy say he like for y'all to eat his buffet out. And I'm not talking about his buffet at his restaurant in Florida, honey. I'm talking about his backyard buffet. Yeah. He's not the first man that said that, they like to get their backside ate out. He said it feels good. I mean, how would y'all feel if your husband told you he would love to get his backside? Some of y'all ain't doing that to your husband, eating his backside out, going to the buffet. Well, he took to Twitter and they call it the eat a booty game. Oh man, I tell you, y'all. Look, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to give you the story. And well, we don't know who's out here eating Trick's daddy booty, is what somebody said. But we pray that we meet we pray that they're met with the spirit of cleanliness and hygiene. Girl, no ma'am. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. Because let me tell y'all something. I'm trying to keep it clean. Because you can't just be eating backsides, honey, and don't think you won't get nothing from that. There's all kinds of diseases you can get from that. Oh, my God. Why am I even talking about this? Now, back in 2014, Trick Daddy put together some Eat a Booty Gang t-shirts for the real ones out there, and even declared August the 5th National Eat a Booty Day. Now, it's unclear whether it's been a yearly celebration or not, but it seems that it just might be for Trick Daddy. It just seems might be Trick Daddy at his latest comments. So Trick Daddy, he loves attention. He loves attention. Y'all know he went in on Beyonce here not too long ago. He said that Jay-Z and Beyonce claim that they can barely sing, or whatever. So he says what he says, and he's from Florida, and I guess he don't take it back. But I'm PT Guys with all the latest entertainment news and gossip. If you enjoyed the show today, here's my, you subscribe to my channel right here if you can. And whatever you do, please hit the like button and please leave a comment. I told you if you leave a comment, I promise you, I will send you a shout out. Now, I can't shout everybody out, but I will shout you out if I think your comment is really interesting, okay? And also, don't forget, I do get it wrong from time to time, but that's okay. That's okay. But all right, so I didn't have any celebrities tonight and that they called in, but they'll probably be here tomorrow. All right, guys. I'm PT. Like, share, and comment. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to PT Showbiz Top 5, and I will see you guys when? On tomorrow. Take care, guys. Take care.